The promise. The first time Anna heard her own voice on the tape, it was like hearing a ghost exhale through static. The night was dense with quiet, the kind that seems to pulse beneath the walls. The house, her father's old Victorian, sat at the end of a lonesome road that curved toward the woods. Every room was steeped in the scent of mothballs and memory. Her father, once a celebrated historian with a voice that commanded lecture halls, now sat like a forgotten relic by the fire. His eyes were dull marbles, glassy with confusion. He no longer remembered her name, but he still muttered one phrase over and over: "Keep the promise." It was while cleaning out his study that Anna found the wooden box. A heavy, lacquered chest with brass hinges and a faint scent of tobacco. Inside, a stack of old cassette tapes lay neatly arranged, each marked with her father's meticulous handwriting, the script of a man who once believed every word could preserve history. Tape 1. Anna, 1999. She hesitated, her thumb trembling before pressing play. The tape word, and then her own voice, younger, lighter, but undeniably hers. "I did what you asked, Dad. I kept the promise. But I don't know how long I can keep pretending." Her breath caught. She stopped the tape, rewound it, and played it again, each word a blade carving through the fog of her mind. She couldn't remember recording it, couldn't remember anything about that year except sunlight and the smell of lake water. The room suddenly felt claustrophobic, as if the walls themselves had inhaled. "Dad," she whispered, "what is this?" Her father blinked slowly, his lips trembling into a smile both vacant and serene. "We kept her safe, didn't we, Annie?" Her heart stuttered. Her. But when she asked who, his gaze drifted to the window, to the reflection of moonlight quivering across the glass. Each night after that, Anna returned to the tapes. They seemed to breathe with a life of their own. Tapetwo, the lake, the faint rustle of reeds, water rippling. Her voice smaller now. It wasn't supposed to happen like this. Tape 3, the girl, her father's voice, low and steady, coated in authority. "You must never tell anyone. Not now. Not ever. Tape for the promise. I saw her, Dad. She was in the mirror again, watching me." The words slithered through her veins. She began dreaming of water, viscous, black water, pulling at her legs, whispering her name. The dreams left her throat dry, her sheets damp with sweat, and in her waking hours she began to see things, reflections that lingered too long, a child's shadow vanishing behind the door. Her father grew restless, calling her Mary instead of Anna. "Stop it," she begged. "I'm not her." He frowned, as though confused by her denial. "You promised you'd take care of her, Mary. You promised you wouldn't let her drown." Anna froze. "Drown?" He smiled faintly. "We did what we had to do." The memories began to reconstitute, rising from the depths of her mind like sediment disturbed at the bottom of a lake. She saw flashes, 2 little girls, sunlight on water, a white ribbon, laughter turning to panic, a hand slipping beneath the surface, the muffled scream swallowed by the tide, and then her father, calm, resolute, whispering in her ear, "It's not your fault, sweetheart. But no one must ever know. This will be our secret, our promise. By the fifth night, Anna could no longer stay away from the lake. She drove there just before midnight, the moon a pale coin trembling above the black expanse. The air was cold and brumal, stinging her lungs as she stepped onto the pier. The water looked still, but she could hear it murmuring, soft, rhythmic, almost like a voice. When she leaned forward, her reflection rippled, and then another face appeared beside hers. A small face, pale, patient, eyes wide and accusing. "You promised." Anna's knees buckled. She fell to the wooden boards, clutching her chest as the night pulsed with the sound of her heartbeat. "I tried," she sobbed. "I tried to forget." The water lapped against the pier, gentle but insistent, as though inviting her home. By morning, only the echo of her footsteps remained. The nurse found her father's chair empty, the fire long gone cold. The tape player still spun, though the cassette had finished hours before. On the desk lay the final tape, tape 5, the end. The handwriting was shaky now, barely legible, but the message clear. The truth always rises, like water.